everybody. I missed y'all. It's your boy, Stephen London, and this is another episode of Man Over. There is now a sign, honey. Look, there is a budget. There's a sign. Get into it. Another episode of Man Over. You guys, happy Monday, happy Man Over Monday. It is the Monday before Thanksgiving, and guess what? I wanted to get something festive going for Thanksgiving because we want to look good for not only the food and maybe the man and your mama and everybody that you are going to be around safely because we are still in a global pandemic. But you want to look good for the turkey. Like that's, when people be like, who you gonna beat your face for? I'm saying I'm beating my face for the turkey. Gobble, gobble, sir, look. You see this look I have on? It's for you because I'm about to just give you my all. So shout out to the turkey. Shout out to everybody who's gonna be celebrating Thanksgiving. This one is for you. Today, oh yes, today, we are reviewing Pixi by Petra. Yes, look, these goodies were sent over by my good sis, Ty Alexander. Shout out to you, Ty. I love you so much. Thank you so much for these goodies. We're gonna be reviewing Pixi by Petra. These their Eye Effects eyeshadow palette, okay? I'm gonna be doing the one in the Hazelnut Haze. This one is called Honey Nectar. We might dip into this one as well. And also, the bronzer and the highlight. It's a whole highlight and a bronzer moment. And the reason why I say highlight and the bronzer, because this color right here, that's gonna be a pretty bronze. So I'm really excited to be trying these today. And of course, we have the latest hot topics. And who other than to start with than Miss Megan Thee Stallion. How good is good news? Honey, the good news is the album is good. That's the good news. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I'm so happy for you. Your album was released Thursday at midnight. I've been dancing to it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Real hot girl shit, okay? The album is so good, but I know with good news, there's always bad news. And the bad news here is that Tory bitch-ass Lanez is still being a bitch-ass da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because I can call him a lot. Also, you already know we're starting with the face. And you can see right here on the screen what products that I'm going to be using. So look, the thing is, Tory Lanez is now in Mexico. I don't know if he's still there or not. Hopefully he's back. He better enjoy it while he can, because guess what? You're not going to jail. You're going to prison. Boom! Yes! Okay, so look, here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and break this down while I pick up my brush from Antonym. Shout out to Antonym. I'm still using you. Oh, yes. And I'm gonna be blending in my foundation. But look, during Wednesday's hearing, the state has decided that they're basically trying to figure out, well, they haven't decided, but they're looking into the fact whether or not they should charge him. Is it in violation? Is it in his violation of order protection for him to be talking mess about Megan during the IG Lives, as well as the EP. So if you don't know, a couple weeks ago, he dropped an EP where he was talking about Megan. And basically now they're trying to decide if, did he violate this order of protection by talking about her on the gram and about, on the album? Honor, if it's up to me, if it's up to Judge Stephen is saying, put him in prison. Don't put him in jail, put him in prison. Because this is just crazy. This is crazy. Look, he's posted $190,000 in bond, okay? And like I said, he was spotted in Mexico last week chilling. And all I have to say to you, Tory, is I hope it was worth it. Because at the end of the day, God don't like ugly. And the truth always comes out. That's the thing about these situations. So again, shout out to Megan. Shout out to Good News. If you haven't bought it, listen to it now. No, I don't think, a lot of people also last week were bringing up, do you think that, isn't it ironic, isn't it interesting that around the same time that all of this news outlets are picking up news about Megan and her shooting, she also talked about her shooting situation in GQ. Shout out to GQ. They labeled her Rapper of the Year, not Female Rapper of the Year, Rapper of the Year, because guess what? That's exactly what she is. She is going to wrap your fave under a rock, and they're gonna be afraid to come out. I'm just saying, look, Megan raps, period. And so in the article with GQ, she talks about how Tory offered her and Kelsey money to keep silence about the situation. And she also goes into further detail to explain that the reason why she didn't press charges initially or go to the cops and call the cops when the shooting happened at the exact same time was because she was scared that the police would have killed them all. You know, Black Lives Matter. White people don't think so. Not all of them, but most of them. And NYPD, LAPD, PPPD, everybody out here just shooting everybody that's black. And so I understand, you know, like, don't nobody wish death upon nobody. And at the end of the day, she's a good person. This was somebody that she loved. I don't know how far things were involved with them romantically. I don't know if this was her man per se, but she didn't want to see him dead. She also didn't want to see herself dead. Police show up to the scene, heard that there's a gun, possible drugs in the car. These are rappers. What you think is gonna happen? Hello? There's a million movies out there that tell you exactly what happens when that happens. Hello, Queen and Slim. I mean, I'm just saying. So, I don't think, I say all of this to say, I don't think that her talking about this information was her trying to find a way to promote this album. Look, the reality is that even before she went through this, she had already been promoting that she was looking to drop an album in November at the end of the year. You know, this is her first actual album. We've gotten EPs from her, mixtapes, all of that. Amazing features like WAP in this wet ass, you know? And so, I'm talking WAP, WAP, WAP on this Good News album. Hello, let's talk about that. And so, congratulations to you, Megan. I am signing off on the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion report from one stallion to another. I see you, baby girl. I'm so proud. So, coming out of Megan and Tory, I want to talk about another pairing that recently was spotted together again, and I don't know if I liked it. Like, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Ray J, Brandy's brother, is what I like to refer him to. So Brandy's brother, Ray J, is back with Princess for the 50th time. Yeah, so look, on her IG story, they were spotted walking together, apparently holding hands. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I think I saw. All I'm saying is this. I think that Princess and Ray J need to stop playing the damn games, okay? Princess filed for a divorce officially from the relationship back in May, and Ray J did not respond to the divorce filing until September, in which he also asked for double custody. Not double custody, joint custody, that's what I meant. Double because it's 2 kids, right? And so he wants joint custody for both. What I have to say is this. I'm glad that they're together and trying to work it out, allegedly. I don't know what this means for the two. If this just means that they're gearing up for another season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, or if they actually are trying to work it out. Here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on this. And you're probably wondering, Stephen, why the hell? Also, you know, I'm going in with my contouring sticks. You can see what I'm using right here. But look, you're probably wondering, why in the world is Stephen talking about Ray J and Princess? Because I've been wanting to talk to you guys about them for a while. They are the couple in my mind that I just always be like, damn it, man. Princess is such a beautiful, beautiful girl. She is stunning. If you really take a look, and like if you take a step back and come back, the girl is beautiful. The girl is beautiful. Either way, the girl is beautiful. And so I just always think, like, how did you end up with Brandy's brother? And like, why? I mean, I know that he is paid. A lot of people don't know, but Ray J is paid. Ray J has been very smart about his money. He's invested a lot in a lot of different products, both here and across seas. The coin is long. And that One Wish song gave him $1 million. Okay? And if I had one wish for Princess, it's that she just go ahead and just settle into this relationship. Like, stop playing and just relax. You're either gonna stay or not. But the back and forth is getting foolish on both of you guys' end. Ray J went to The Real, I believe in September, and did an interview talking about the relationship, saying that he really wanted for, you know, them to work it out and that he wasn't sure if divorce was the right thing for them. So I'm assuming that since then, the couple has reconciled if they've been spotted on social media together on her account. But here's the thing, nothing will work if you don't do the work, okay? Faith without work is dead. Come on, somebody. Hello, the faith without the work is the dead. You gotta do the work. And so I hope that you guys are in therapy. And if you haven't done the work and you need a therapist, hit up my good Judy, Ryan Grace, okay, at Ryan Therapy. Look, he is gonna get y'all together real quick. That's all I'm saying. And we're gonna go ahead and finish up this contour so that we can get ready for our Pixi by Petra. Okay, so we just finished up the face, okay? We went in with some foundation, used a contouring stick to do our bronzer, contour the nose and the cheeks a little bit. And now we're gonna go into Pixi by Petra. Yes, honey, look, we are gonna be doing a very beautiful Thanksgiving holiday look. On the eyeshadow, again, this is for your man, your mama, the turkey. That's who I'm doing the look for. It's gonna be everything. I'm using 2 of their eyeshadow palettes to do this look. I am gonna be using the IFX palette in Rosette Ray, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the beautiful colors. Look at that. Look how beautiful those colors are, right? And I'm also gonna be using the IFX Hazelnut Haze palette, which is a little bit more on the bronzier side. This is definitely like, I think will be like my all year go-to around, but we wanna spice things up for the holidays, so I'm gonna be using both, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Hazelnut Haze, and I'm actually gonna start with the color Deep, okay? Because honey, things are getting deep. You know what wasn't deep at all? Larsa's relationship with Future. Oh yes. You're probably like, why are we talking about something that happened in 2016? Because Larsa been pimping. Larsa been pimping. Now say what y'all want about Larsa, but Larsa has been around the block. Went around the world, caught the same thing twice. Okay, shout out to Little Kim. So Larsa has been in the blogs, okay, 'cause with the bloggers like Jocelyn. So she's been in the blogs recently because, you know, her and Kim and all of them is not friends anymore. I don't know if we did that story here on Manover, but really quickly, Larsa and Kim Kardashian and the Kardashian family are no longer friends. They do not see it for each other because Larsa is claiming that Kanye West has brainwashed Kim and the rest of the family into believing that she is a horrible person. Do I believe it? 100% yes. I see this. I see that Larsa was probably in Kim's ear like, Kim, you need to leave Kanye. He is toxic and I can show you how to get the bag. Because one thing about Larsa, she gonna get that pimping bag way after Scotty. You gonna know who she is. Shout out to Scotty Pimpin'. But yeah, so basically, they not friends anymore. And so now, the girl is on the blog, on the podcast. Look, at this point, I'm about to ask her to come to Manover because she's going everywhere. And she's talking, she is going to an opening of an envelope at this point. She is going to go wherever she needs to go to tell this story. And recently, she told a podcast the details about her relationship with Future. Yes, the I blow a bag today. You know, I don't do nothing for gays. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I know Future. Oh yes, I listen to Future every now and then. Shout out to Dirty Sprite 2. Wow, what an album. Anyway, so Larsa talked about her dating Future back in 2016. It lasted not a long time, but I want to give you guys some very specific details about the relationship, which I find very fascinating. So Larsa and Future on their first date talked for 7 hours. Okay, now hold on now. Because if you've ever been to Paris, you know that a flight is about like 8.5. And I slept for maybe 6 of those hours. So what the hell do you talk to Future about for 7 hours? What kind of what do you think was discussed during that conversation? I'm very curious, Larsa. I really want to know. Did you guys go somewhere? Did you eat while you talked for 7 hours? Did you sit on his lap for 7? Like, what happened? Like, what happened, girl? So, she also went to say that he was very romantic while they were dating, okay? And that the reason why the relationship did not work out was because they were in two different places in their lives. Now, look, here's the thing. A lot of people kind of gave Larsa a lot of heat because while this was happening, allegedly she was, you know, cheating on Scotty. But here's the thing. She says that she was actually not with Scotty at the time, that they were separated. And then guess what? Scotty wasn't even living in the house. So now, here's the thing why I find that interesting. That means Future was going to Scotty Pimpin's house to pimpin' Larsa. Now that is just that is goals. Larsa, I want to give you a special man over. Congratulations. If there was a hall of fame, I believe that it would exist somewhere here in the background, and I would put your face up on that wall because you did that. I gotta give it to you. I mean, it's one thing to date Future, who has 11 kids. It's one thing to have dated Tristan Thompson before Chloe did and introduced him to the family. And now Chloe up on television looking a damn fool with a different face every other damn week. But it's another to sleep with Future in Scotty's house. I mean, look, I take my dress off to you, honey. Look, you did that. That's all I'm saying. So as I wrap up this eyeshadow look using that deep color from the HAZELNUT HAZE palette, I want to wrap up the story by saying that Larsa did say that Future was a great guy and that she wishes him nothing but the best. And you know, I do imagine these two finding themselves back to each other. I know that he's done had damn near everybody. You know, he got that one song where he says, even if I had you once, you're still part of my collection or whatever. But you know, I do see I see them finding their way back to each other. No Beyonce, find your way back. Like I see it, I don't know. I have that feeling. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this face and go on to the next color. Okay, so I brought up the base a little bit higher just because you guys know I have hooded eyes. So I brought that eyeshadow. I brought that eyeshadow a little bit higher just so you could really see that nice dark brown on the lid. And don't worry, I know it's a little bit muted and simple right now, but we're about to switch palettes and get funky with the Rosette Ray. Look, and boy, do I have a good story for you. Now, it's good because it does end on a positive note, I promise. I need you to listen. I need you to pay attention. I need you to come in a little bit closer and listen to what every detail of this story is very important, you guys. Also, the color that I'm about to go right at the top of the center of the lid is going to be called Wine. Again, this is the Pixi by Petra IFX eyeshadow palette in the palette Rosette Ray. Okay, now, just also using my finger, going into this color, and I'm gonna start placing. Now look, here's the thing. Brittany Carreri. Have you heard the story? Have you heard? Okay. So Brittany Carreri went on a date in Atlanta, Georgia with a man that she met on Hinge. Now, comment below if you use Hinge, if you know about Hinge, if you have a profile on Hinge, if you've seen me on Hinge, because yes, oh yes, I have one. Oh yes. I'm a man of a particular age. I'm looking for a man. If you know a man, hit me up. I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. But this is why you gotta be careful, because look, Brittany down in Atlanta met a man on Hinge and thought, oh, he's cute, good conversation. Let's go out for drinks and dinner. I'm not 100% sure. I want to be clear here. I'm using part of my imagination for this story. But this story is a real story, okay? Now, look, pay attention. So Brittany goes to dinner, drinks with this man. They're having a great time. Great time. Conversation's good. He seems like a sweetheart. Everything is going well. After the date, I'm assuming that it went really good because he was like, you know, we should go to a club. I'm not ready for the night to be over. I'm ready to keep turning up. Let's go dancing. Let's go to a nightclub. So they go to a nightclub, they're dancing. It's lit. My sis Brittany is, doing her damn thing on the dance floor. And two women come up to Brittany. It's a club. Everybody's there. Now, hold on. Now, also time out. This is Atlanta. Remember that Atlanta does not care about COVID. I don't know what's going down. I don't know what's going on with y'all down there in Atlanta. But COVID-19, I don't know. I don't know if maybe y'all came up with some type of agreement where, I don't know. But they're in the club. Now, Brittany proceeds to dance with the two women, and the man gets upset. I'm not talking about just upset. The man gets so upset that he drags her out the club, okay? Out the club, and proceeds to attack her. And I'm talking about physically hurting, putting his hands on her, slapping her up, grabbing her up, beats her up. Look, I don't even want to share the images with you guys because it's a lot. It was pretty intense. I'll put up one photo for reference. See what I'm saying? It's pretty intense. And so he proceeds to take her into the car. In the car, he continues to beat her up. Things get so bad that he proceeds to hold her at gunpoint. Now, once this happens and the fight continues on, luckily, there was an officer, a security guard, that must have seen the altercation taking place, went up to the car and got Brittany out of the situation. So, man is nowhere to be found, goes MIA. She can't locate him after this. She wants to press charges. She goes to the police, tells the police what happens. They catch him here. They catch him here in New York on 3 charges: false imprisonment, aggravated assault, and kidnapping, okay? And my favorite part of this story is that not only do they catch him at the end, okay, but Hinge, the app, the dating app, is now working with the authorities to, you know, bring this case to court. I think that is so important because, you know, while the dating app is not at fault, obviously, for what took place, it's the reason why they met. And I think that this brings up a larger conversation about the responsibilities that not only do we have when going into these dates with people that we don't know, but also maybe the app needs to be doing a better job at background searches, maybe, perhaps, and looking at the type of people that they allow on their service, you know? It begs to bring up the question. I've heard people have this conversation before that maybe apps should be a little bit more disciplinary on the people that they let in. My personal take is this. I can see that going down the slippery slope because unfortunately we live in white America where people are racist and get crazy. And then next thing you know, there is issues with discriminatory, you know, charges against, oh, I wasn't allowed on the app because of XYZ, right? I do believe that if there is something like you've been arrested for, you know, beating somebody up, a domestic violence situation, that maybe that should be taken into account, right? I don't know if it's we need to have an interview with you. I don't know if the app has the capacity for something like that, but it does beg to differ too. What kind of questions are you asking on an app when you first meet somebody? You know what I mean? How fully are you really getting to know somebody? Is it just conversations like, what's your favorite color? You know, where you live? Do you like chicken wings or crab legs? Do you watch Man Over? Like, it needs to be more than just that. You know, you really need to get to know these people. And you have to have a game plan. You have to be safe. And this goes out to both my ladies and my men. Look, here's the thing. I have a plan. Oh, yes? First of all, I have an entire group chat with my girls where we share our locations 24/7. Because God forbid something happens, you know, you need to know, but somebody needs to be able to locate you, right? So number one, you have to share your location with, I would say, at least a group chat. Only because even too, like, if it's just with one person and that person's not accessible, then they still don't know where you are, right? That person then needs to come up. If there's a group of people, then it's a little bit easier to then figure out what's going on. So I would share my location with multiple people that you can trust. Second, like I said, take your time in getting to know who you're dealing with. Before you meet up, before, you know, you agree to link up and see what the vibe is, you need to have proper conversations. And I'm not saying just text messages. I need to see you. I need to see you on FaceTime, and I need to see you on FaceTime for a minute. Because let's say he got a cat, and this, I know you're probably like, where the hell are you going with this? But if he got a cat or a dog, and you on FaceTime with him, and he getting too aggressive with the pet, I'm not going. You can keep that. I'm not going. Because Why are you so angry? What you so mad about? What you so mad about? It's an animal. If that's an animal and you that mad at whatever that animal did to you, well, how mad you gonna get when I get you mad? Oh, I don't want honey on the rocks. I want Douce. Now you gonna punch me? Like, no. Like, no. I'm sorry. Nope, and nope. Sorry. I need to spend time with you on the phone. I need to know who you are. I need to know what's going on. And listen, and look, ladies and gentlemen, the reality is this. You could talk to somebody for months, right? Every single day on FaceTime. You could think you know somebody. You could get involved with somebody. Men will reveal who they are. Women also will reveal who they are in time. Everything that happens in the dark will always come to light. And in a situation like this, you have to remove yourself immediately. My thoughts and prayers are with Brittany. Brittany, I hope that you are okay. Brittany, I hope that this doesn't discourage you from dating and getting to know other men. You know, I know that obviously you're probably gonna be off the market, at least from the apps for a while, because I'm sure you're traumatized. But know this, that love does exist. There are ways to find love out there in a safe way. This is why you need to have a game plan. Also something to protect yourself with, right? This is another thing. I won't go into details about the tools that I use because I don't know if the feds are watching, but look, you gotta keep that thing on you. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta keep something on you just in case, because people are crazy. That's it, that's all. You gotta know how to protect yourself and defend yourself in a situation like this. So shout out to everybody who's out here dating online. I really do hope that these tips and this advice does help some of you. If you don't already, just, you know, keep that in mind. And, you know, shout out to Hinge. This is a beat that is happening. I'm here for it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. I'm applying that same dark brown to the bottom of the lid. Just gonna smoke that out. And it's gonna look good. Yes! Speaking of looking good, I wanna give a huge congratulations to Michael B. Jordan, okay? I'm just gonna have a whole nother V in there, okay? Like Megan Thee Stallion, Michael B. Jordan. Because Michael B. Jordan, his fine ass is People's Sexiest Man of the Year. Oh yes. And talk about well-deserved. That man is fine, okay? Michael, I loved the photo shoot. I loved what Michael had to say in the interview. And I think that it's well-deserved. You know, the man is fine. But I had a few people ask me, well, Steven, if not him, who? Right? Like if you here at Man Over, if you had the opportunity to name somebody Man of the Year, Sexiest Man of the Year, right? For 2020. Also, I'm trying to give you a moment with this shirt, honey, and she keeps coming down. I'm trying to give you like a Rihanna, you know what I mean? Like something cute. But if I had the opportunity to name Sexiest Man of the Year, it would be, drum roll please, Jonathan Majors. Yes, and yes. You know why Jonathan Majors? Because I think Jonathan had a year of sex explosion. I don't know how to explain it, but his swag, his camera performances, his interview on, I believe it was Vogue or GQ with like A Day in the Life with Jonathan Majors. Have you seen that? Just the sex appeal just oozes off of him. And there's something so like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I know you're probably like, no, Michael B. Jordan. And you're right. Like I said, he deserved it. Like, shout out to Michael. He is fine. But I don't know, just something about Jonathan Majors just does it for me. Also, I realized that the eyeshadow is missing just something. So I want to give a special shout out to my eyebrow lady, Scarlett. Scarlett, thank you so much for the suggestion. When I did this look ahead of time, she saw it and was like, okay, that's cute, but I feel like it's missing something. I feel like you need a little pop in there. So I went ahead and I just popped this gold, literally, it's called gold, right here, this color right here, by the Hazelnut Haze Pixi by Petra palette, right in the center. And I feel like it does literally all the difference. It just kind of brings back that life to the eye just because you are using more dark and sultry colors. I think that pop of gold really does a difference. And also for all of your esthetician needs, literally every single one of them. Hit up Scarlet Skin by Spa. I'm putting it right here. Make sure you visit her and check that out. We're gonna have to work on like use the code MANOVER for like 5% off or something, Scarlet, because we gotta get the people going over there. People need to know the magic that you're putting behind these eyebrows and other services, because I live. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this look with two things that are super duper important, okay? Of course, it's gonna be that blush, okay, from that Pixi by Petra collection. Honey Nectar. Oh, well, it's actually just honey nectar. So I'm gonna like blend both actually. Let's do both, because I like a little highlight, I like a little shine. So we're just gonna place both of those up there. Look at that. Girl, are you dumb? Pixi, Petra, girl, you gotta call me, because this is a look. Who you know is doing a blush highlight duo like this? Don't nobody do that. Except here at Manover, we doing that, period. And you see all that product that's capturing in the camera, you see all of that? Honey, that's not dust. She cleans in here. It said it's so pigmented that when I hit that brush, boom, okay? That's some good product. And then we're gonna finish off with some Voluminous by L'Oreal mascara. I already applied some off camera, but I'm just gonna do a little bit more at the top. I like for it to dry a little bit, and then I like to go in at the very end and extend the lash, okay? Just to really make that pop, see that? And then same thing on the other side. Like I said, I already have some on there, so I'm just gonna put some more at the end of the eyelash to really extend. You also wanna make sure you do your bottom lashes. I did my bottom lashes off camera. Just gonna give it some extra definition. And you guys, that's it, that's the look. Are you sure? You wanna look this good at Thanksgiving? Yes, niece. We look good. Grandma, get into it. Mom, get into it. Uncle Clifford, get into it, okay? The whole family, get into it. You look good, okay? I know that the yams and the mac and cheese, when they touch, is good. I know the turkey was good. I know the greens was good. But what's even better is this beat. Let's talk about it. So if you're watching this on Man Over Monday, make sure you use the hashtag Man Over Mondays, okay? And if you're watching this on Thanksgiving, comment below. Let me know what you eating. Let me know what you fixing on that plate. Let me know if I can come and get some leftovers. Let me know, okay? This has been another episode of Man Over. I'm Steven London. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. I love you so much for watching, and let's get into this beat one more time. Boom. Happy Thanksgiving. See you later. See you next week. Mwah. Bye, y'all.